Hi, it's Lynette with Mill Creek Kids. Welcome. We're so glad you've joined us online. Today we've got some great worship planned. We've got a Bible story, we've got our memory verse, and stick around for everybody's favorite craft corner.
I've got the joy down in my heart. I've got the joy down in my heart. I've got the joy down in my heart, and the joy of the Lord is my strength. Yeah. I've got the J-O-Y deep inside. I try to keep it in, but I can't hide the love that you have given me. I just want the world to see that you're the only one who makes me smile. I don't worry, 'cause I'm your child. Every day I look to you. You give me joy that's breaking through. I've got the joy down in my heart. I've got the joy down in my heart. I've got the joy down in my heart, and the joy of the Lord is my strength. Yeah. I've got the J-O-Y deep inside. I try to keep it in, but I can't hide the love that you have given me. I just want the world to see that you're the only one who makes me smile. I don't worry, 'cause I'm your child. Every day I look to you. You give me joy that's breaking through. I've got the joy down in my heart. I've got the joy down in my heart. I've got the joy down in my heart, and the joy of the Lord is my strength. Yeah. And the joy of the Lord is my strength. Yeah. Come on. I've got the joy. 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 I've got the J-O-Y deep inside. I try to keep it in, but I can't hide the love that you have given me. I just want the world to see that you're the only one who makes me smile. I don't worry, 'cause I'm your child. Every day I look to you. You give me joy that's breaking through. I've got the joy down in my heart. I've got the joy down in my heart. I've got the joy down in my heart, and the joy of the Lord is my strength. I've got the joy down in my heart. I've got the joy down in my heart. I've got the joy down in my heart, and the joy of the Lord is my strength. Yeah. And the joy of the Lord is my strength. Yeah.
Zephaniah 3:17.
The Lord your God is with you, He is mighty to save. The Lord your God is with you, He is mighty to save. The Lord your God is with you, He is mighty to save. The Lord your God is with you, the Lord your God is with you. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with His love. He will rejoice over you with singing. Oh, the Lord your God is with you. He will take great delight in you. your God is with you. He is mighty to save. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. The Lord your God is with you. The Lord your God is with you. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. Oh, the Lord your God is with you. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. Oh, the Lord your God is with you. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save.
Today, we're learning about the shoes of the gospel of peace.
Hi, boys and girls! I'm so glad you're able to join us today.
Yeah, me too. And we've got a great story to show you today about another hero of the Bible. His name is Jonah.
Yeah, and his co-star in the story is a great big fish.
Donkey, let's not get ahead of ourselves now. Boys and girls, please enjoy today's Bible story, Jonah and the Fish.
See, I told you there was a fish.
Let's just watch the story, Donkey.
Heroes of the Bible, Jonah. This is Jonah. Jonah was a prophet. That means it was his job to tell people what God told him to say.
Yep.
One day, God told Jonah to go to Nineveh because the people of Nineveh were doing bad things. But instead, Jonah ran away.
Where are you, please?
And went to the port to board a ship, going the other way. He was hoping to get away from God. He sailed for a place called Tarshish. While he was at sea, God sent a great and powerful wind over the sea that caused a storm that seemed like it would break the ship apart. Fearing for their lives, the sailors tried everything they could think of to save the ship. Meanwhile, Jonah was sound asleep, so the captain went down and said, "How can you sleep at a time like this? Get up and pray to your God. Maybe he will help us." Then the crew figured out that Jonah was the reason for the storm, and they asked him, "Who are you? Why is this happening to us?" Jonah told them who he was and that he worshiped the one true God who made the sea. Then he told the sailors to throw him in the sea so the storm would stop.
No, why?
The sailors still tried to escape the storm, but it was no use. So they asked God for forgiveness and threw Jonah into the sea. The storm stopped at once.
Whoa!
The sailors were amazed at God's power and they vowed to serve him. Now God sent a great fish to swallow Jonah,
Great.
and Jonah was inside the fish for 3 days and nights. Jonah prayed to God from inside the fish, and God ordered the fish to spit Jonah out.
Yuck.
God told Jonah again to go to the city of Nineveh to tell them what God had said about them.
I get it.
This time, Jonah obeyed God and went to Nineveh to deliver God's message. The people of Nineveh stopped doing bad things and turned to God. They were saved because they listened to the message that God had given Jonah.
And we're back.
Yeah, and there was a lot to learn from that story. wasn't there, Donkey?
You know what I learned, Duck? I learned that I don't want a big fish to swallow me and then throw me up on the beach. Although I'd rather get thrown up than live in that fish forever, those accommodations would not be to my liking.
Oh, okay. I was thinking we learned a bit about disobedience and consequences and whatnot.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes. That too, I guess.
Donkey, what do you think Jonah should have done when God told him to go to Nineveh?
Well, I guess I probably should have gone to Nineveh.
Right, but he chose to disobey God. And sometimes when we disobey, there are consequences.
Like getting swallowed by a giant fish.
Well, in this case, yes, but...
Can you just imagine how disgusting it must have smelled in the belly of the fish? That's gross.
You're not wrong about that, Donkey. But do you think Jonah was at peace with his decision to run away from God? Do you think he felt good about his disobedience?
No way!
And think about this, Donkey. Remember that time you were shopping with your aunt at the mall and she told you to stay close to her so you wouldn't get lost?
Yeah, and she said if I was good that I would get ice cream.
And what did you do, Donkey? Did you obey her?
No, I hid in one of those big round clothing racks. It just looked like it would make such an awesome fort.
Mm-hmm. But what happened?
Well, my aunt couldn't find me, and she had to call the mall cops, and she was not very happy.
And did you get your ice cream, Donkey?
You know I didn't!
And were you at peace on the ride home from the mall?
No, Duck. Not only did I not get my ice cream, I also felt really bad that I scared my aunt, because she thought I was lost.
Exactly. Your aunt only wanted what was best for you, and so does God. So it's really important that we learn to obey him, and when we obey God, we have peace.
Duck, I want to obey God and have peace, and I sure don't want to get swallowed by a big old fish.
Me neither, Donkey. Quack, quack.
It's time for our Bible memory verse. We will be building on our memory verse every single week as we continue to learn the armor of God. Let's read together. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. Ephesians 6:13-15. Let's try it again. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. Ephesians 6:13-15. One more time. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. Ephesians 6:13-15. Great job! Come back next week and we'll add another piece of armor.
Hey everyone, welcome to Craft Corner. Today we're going to be making the shoes of the Gospel of Peace. So online you'll find an instruction sheet on how to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you how to make your own pattern because we all have different sizes of feet, right? So hey Olivia, can I have your shoe?
Sure.
Okay.
Just grab those.
Perfect. So you're going to take your shoe and you're going to put it on a piece of some kind of paper. Like Lynette has got some tag board, a thicker paper. Olivia has one already cut out. Hers is on cardstock, and I've got cardboard here. So I'm going to take her shoe and I am going to just go ahead and I'm going to just outline around it. Just like that. There you go. You can have it back.
Thank you.
And then, because we want to be able to make the top of the sandal, we are going to draw across just 2 straight lines and connect them in. So it looks something like this on the pattern, which I already have one cut out. I'm gonna pull it right here. So when it cuts out, it looks like this.
Yeah. Or
Right?
like this.
Or like that.
Beauty patootie.
Exactly. And then you take it, you fold it over, and there you have it. And I thought it would be really fun to use some different color. You could glue it in place. I think it'd be fun to make some duct tape colored and color it. Because
this one.
orange is like my favorite color. I love orange shoes and red shoes. And then there you go. And then you just tape it all around. You can decorate it however you want to do it. There's also
Having issues with my tape.
having issues with your tape.
There we go.
Exactly. And you could tape around it. You could also, if you wanted, just do a foot border like this one. And here I used some pipe cleaners and I made more like a flip-flop.
Well, that's fine.
Exactly.
You just pulled a hole.
I poked a hole here and then I just taped it on the bottom with some duct tape
Nice.
and made my shoe. You could decorate it. You could even put beads and stuff on that one.
Look at my golden shoe.
Oh, that is just awesome. That is fantastic. And there you have it. And then if you want, you could write peace.
Look at that.
Because these are the shoes,
Shoes of peace.
piece of peace. And
Yes.
we can be people that spread peace as we walk around the world telling people about Jesus.
Amen.
All right. We will see you next time.
Go in peace.
See you next time.